a strong parental background. I see Glenda Booth there. You can come up too if you want, Glenda. I mean, if you don't, the problem is, if you don't bring Glenda up, she asks questions from the audience. She knows her stuff. So Scott has knocked on a lot of doors and has served this community down in Richmond already. So we have some experience. And the people have looked at that experience, at that voting record. And he's now running for Senate, and he's unopposed. Just think about that. Unopposed in the primary. Yeah. And so I think that that speaks for itself. Scott obviously worked for me. He's worked for a lot of people. He's worked for this community. That's the whole point. And I have every expectation that he is going to succeed Toddy, and he's going to get an overwhelming vote to do so. But he's only going to do that if you, the frontline troops, are out there knocking on doors and sending literature and working alongside him. I don't think we need, you're a known commodity, Scott. I don't think we need any more introduction. Scott Surovell.
Thanks, Jim. And when I think back to 1991, I think, which was when Paul and I met in your office, and you were a freshman congressman doing town halls in Dale City.
That was fun.
Yeah. Makes me feel old. But Jim has shown us. I consider Jim to be one of my models in terms of how you represent the community. The leadership, the stewardship he's given to the George Washington Parkway, the Mount Vernon Bike Trail, the Fort Hunt Park. Almost became a museum. But for Jim stepping in and preventing that. And by the way, we have Cinco de Surovell May 2nd there. Make sure you all come out to Cinco de Surovell, which we couldn't have there if they turned it into the museum they wanted to. But Jim stepped in and spoke up for the community and said, how important Fort Hunt Park is for us as a community asset to have it not as just an historic resource, but also a community resource we can use. And you think about what's going on right down the street here on Route 1. We have, I'm pretty sure, the second